Hi Virgo, welcome to Light Stage Intuitive, or welcome back if you're one of my subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. Want you to know that. I'm going to be doing a general reading for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is general, so it may not resonate fully for all of you. If you find this isn't your message, you might want to check one of the videos for your other planetary placements. Also, my intention is that this reading is timeless, so whenever you find yourself drawn to watch it, that's when it's intended for you. It is a general reading, so I just laid the cards out and we will talk about what's here. I'm not looking for anything specific. Also, I did it a little differently this week for these readings. I went ahead and meditated and shuffled and laid the cards out to give myself some time to look over the messages and get a feel for what's going on. Let me know in the comments how you like that. Do you prefer them laid out, or do you like to see me shuffle on screen? Yeah, just trying something different, so let me know. All right, Virgo, let's get into this. What is going on? So here at the heart of the matter, you have the High Priestess. So you are incredibly intuitive right now. There are things that you know beyond a shadow of a doubt. You don't have proof, but you know these things to be true. You feel it, you sense it, you're receiving messages about it. It's very clear to you. The High Priestess knows. She doesn't necessarily share what she knows. She's kind of like the cat, with the information sitting there, not necessarily sharing it, but she's very aware. This is a card of Pisces. You could be dealing with a Pisces, not necessarily. I feel like this is you. I feel like this is you in this position right now. You're a very intuitive, very in tune, and you have a higher understanding of what is going on. The crossing energy, what's working for or against you, is the Five of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. So the Five of Swords, there's conflict. There's something that you believe in, that you know firmly, strongly. You're rooted in this understanding, and you're willing to fight for it. And there may be people in your environment who don't agree with you, who see things differently, or don't want whatever this is that you see happening. With the Six of Pentacles as well, there could be, an equal reciprocity as a force working for you, moving into a period of equal give and take. But I feel like, especially with this Five of Swords here, this energy is working against you. It's someone who is an obstacle for you. There's not an equal give and take. It's one-sided. You are putting in effort. You are standing up for what you believe in. You know what your path is, and you want to pursue it. And there are challenges. There are people who are taking from you, not giving reciprocally, and who are fighting against this, whatever this is that you're standing up for. I drew some oracle cards from the language of flowers, and I feel like this goes here. Sunflower, assertiveness, rise up, stand stronger and true. So yeah, Virgo, I feel like what this is that you're standing up for, what you're defending, you know that it is your truth, and you're being asked to rise up and stand stronger and true. Don't let them push you down. Don't let them take from you without giving, without seeing your side, without this equal reciprocity. And deep down, you know this is worth fighting for, or you wouldn't be doing this. What you have beneath you, or the root of the matter, is the Two of Pentacles. You're juggling. You're trying to find balance. You could be very, very busy. Two of Pentacles is having a lot of things going on, a lot of pentacles in the air, juggling, trying to find balance. It's trying to find balance between your responsibilities in your life and taking the time out for yourself to nurture yourself, balance between spiritual and worldly matters, as well as just trying to find balance in your life, balance between heart, mind, and soul, balance between work and play. And there could also be a decision that you have to make. You could be weighing the options, trying to figure out what the best path forward is, or which choice is best for you. What you have behind you in the immediate past is the Nine of Wands, or the Nine of Fire. You have been, for quite some time, you were fighting very diligently for something that you really believed in. You put in a lot of effort. You did not give up. You did make it to the end. The battle is over here at the 9, but you are defensive and worn out, or you were defensive and worn out. You needed to take a moment out to catch your breath and to recuperate, to evaluate what happened and how to protect yourself from that in the future. What you have above you, or what's on your mind, is the Two of Wands. So you have options. You're looking, options. You're looking at the possibility. Something in your life has changed. You're in a new place and you want to move forward, but before you take those steps, you want to look at what's out there. You want to weigh your options and you want to make the best plan that you can. You want to choose what's going to provide for your prosperity and your abundance. And you also want to choose for what you feel passionately about. Wands are about fire. Fire and wands are about passion and action. This is gathering the information and making a choice and putting together a plan. What you have before you in the immediate future is judgment or call, the messenger of earth or the Knight of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands or the Six of Fire. I feel like you are waking up. You're going to recognize your calling. You're hearing the trumpet blow. You feel your soul being called towards your destiny, and you are rising up to meet this. You are understanding what it is that you're hearing. I feel like you are the high priestess through this process. You come to terms with that and to fully understand this. This can also be a card about connecting with a soulmate. If you resonate with that, it doesn't have to be romantic, definitely can be. But you're recognizing your calling. You're hearing the call and you're going to heed your call. Because this is you, Virgo. Knight of Pentacles is the card of Virgo. This is someone with a plan, someone ready to take action with an offer, knowing what they need to do. Here you've made the plan. This is putting it in place. The Knight of Pentacles is very determined, methodical, patient. And they are the slowest moving knight in the deck, but they always reach their goal. You are going to fulfill your calling. There's something very important that you're supposed to do, and you have the determination and the dedication to achieve this, to make this happen. And I see this again with the Six of Wands. This is about success and victory. This could also be a card of travel. Your calling could call for you to travel, maybe change residences, go on trips, travel for work, or there's something or someone that you're going to travel to because that is the next necessary step for you as you move forward to face your calling. How you see yourself or how you're feeling in your current environment is patience, or the Temperance card. This is healing. This is balance. This is taking the two parts of yourself, the dark and the light, taking things that are opposite and alchemizing them to blend them together to create something new and more powerful. I feel like you're in this place of patience and healing right now. You're working on blending these parts of yourself. You have two above you and you have two below you, and twos are about balance. I feel like you're working on this. I feel like you're doing this. Temperance is also it's divine. It's divine. Like, I feel like you're being blessed with healing right now. You feel things changing within you. You feel things that you no longer need being softened, taken away. You're recognizing the harder edges of yourself. You're alchemizing internally. I feel like you're going through a metamorphosis within, and you are a huge part of doing this. You're working with the divine to make this happen. This up here, orange blossom, enthusiasm. The best can be here. Believe it, because you are going to be victorious. How others see you in your environment is the Five of Wands. So they see you a little bit combative, a little defensive is not the right word. You're fighting for something. You're putting in effort and energy. There could be conflict with people around you, but you're fighting for something that you believe in very strongly. It's more inconvenient. It's a pain in the ass. You're tired of the conflict. Maybe they're tired of the conflict, but you're not giving up because you believe in this. I feel like this card goes here. Jonquil, power. Take hold of what you know is yours. You are fighting for something that you believe in passionately. Maybe you're fighting for something that is yours, that you know is yours, that you don't want to let go of. And you feel like it is worth fighting for. In the hopes and fears position, we have the Lovers. It can be about a very significant, spiritual, passionate, loving relationship. One of those ones that marks your life. You could be hoping for that. You could be afraid it's not going to happen. This is also a card about choices. I mean, even if that relationship is what this card is about, there's going to be a choice that has to be made. The choice being whether you go forward with this person in this relationship, whether you leave this relationship and go off on your own to pursue something else that's important in your life, or whether you're choosing between two people. But there's definitely a very significant, important choice that needs to be made. And with this here in your hopes and fears position, I think you're afraid of making the wrong choice. Follow your heart, Virgo. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. You're incredibly intuitive. You know what the right choice is. You know what choice you're supposed to make. What you have for your potential outcome is the Five of Cups, temptation, and the King of Wands. So there's going to be some loss. There's going to be some sadness. It could be due to, I feel like either the temptation is the devil. So either temptation as the devil is that you're going to be tempted by someone who's very charismatic, kind of a player, a Don Juan. The King of Wands is very charming, very sexual, very sensual, very passionate, and just really good looking. They just get you fired up in every way. Either you're going to experience some loss because of a temptation that you indulge in with the King of Wands, or the devil can also signify past life connections, deep soulmate connections, twin flame, however you relate with that or relate to that. But I feel like there has been loss. Take this how it resonates for you. Either there's a temptation or there's a King of Wands from your past that there has been loss and sorrow with. There's been a period of mourning and sadness. But you are going to turn around and see those two cups that are still standing, recognize the significance of this relationship that you have with this person, this soul bond that you share with this person, this very fiery, passionate king it cannot be stopped, and you're going to recognize that. Tuberose, desire, be certain of where you place your passion. Just be certain, if this is a temptation and not a soul bond, be certain of where you place your passion, guys, because there's going to be some heartbreak with this All right, on the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands. Ace of Swords. So there's a truth or some clarity, either a realization that you're having, information that you have received that have set this in motion. That's really on your mind right now, and you're working through this. I also drew some oracle cards up here for you, and on the bottom of the deck for these is the card Why. And this is asking you to really look at your motivation. What is it? Why? Why are you fighting for this? Why do you believe in that? I feel like you're being asked to really define that for yourself. Make a really solid understanding of why it is that you're fighting for this. Define it. You don't have to define this for anyone else, but define it for yourself. Know it for yourself. Take a look at that and really look at the why in this situation. You also have a change in the wind, TikTok, and building blocks. A change in the wind is very similar to the Tower card. There are changes happening. There's a change on the horizon. You can feel it. You can smell it. You sense it. You know that it's coming. There's something coming to deconstruct a foundation that you have been settled upon, which is not stable, and it cannot continue to support you. There's some changes that need to happen, some restructuring, some deconstruction in order to rebuild on a more solid foundation. You have the card TikTok, which, I look at that card and I think, TikTok, the clock is ticking, you better get moving. However, it's really talking more about divine timing, understanding that you can't push things to happen more quickly than they are. I feel like you want to bypass this and just move forward, and you're being asked to slow down, recognize that things happen in divine timing. This is where you are, this is where you need to be, and this is what needs to happen. This is the next step before you can move forward, and that you need to have patience and you need to do the work. And building blocks. So this is, again, you have several cards here talking about building, rebuilding, starting from the beginning. Building blocks is about building a solid foundation, taking the necessary steps, taking the precautions, doing the research, putting in the effort and the work, taking the time and having patience, but starting with a solid foundation. And I really feel like for you, understanding what tools you have, what building blocks you have to work with, you're going to understand that when you really take a deep look at the why. On the bottom of the language of flowers, you have nasturtium, or grounding. The beginning is where you need to be. And I feel like your beginning is the deconstruction of this current foundation and starting over at the beginning to build something new, building what you want, looking at the why and what your motivation is and how to accomplish that, what foundation you need to build, what building blocks you need to use in order to build that foundation, to form that sturdy, solid edifice that you want to build, that can support what your dreams are, what you see for your future, and what you need for your growth. Wow. All right, Virgo, this is what I have for you. I hope this helped. I hope that it resonated for you. If it did, I would love it if you would hit the thumbs up or the bell icon. It has to do with the YouTube algorithm, and it pushes the video out for other people to see. Anyway, you guys got this. Intuitively, you have a very strong intuition. You're very grounded. I see you here strong in this. And I see you. I know you're Virgo. You'll do what's necessary. You'll do the work. You'll do the steps. You're not going to skip. And you have patience. You'll have the patience that you need. And you understand that things happen in divine timing. Anyway, I love you guys so much. I hope that you're all doing well. And I thank you for being here. I love spending time with you guys. Until next time, love and light.